Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to YAHAWAH, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopefully let I came out there, pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as YAHAWAH, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line and your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Hey, Shalom. It's your brother Halakia from the GMS Denver camp coming back once again through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, Bahasham Yahweh Shah, with another lesson. And in this lesson, I want to go into Daniel chapter 7, because in this chapter, the Most High, through Daniel, has laid out the course of all the empires that are going to be erected on the earth, ending with what? Well, the heathen empires ending with Esau, and the everlasting righteous kingdom being established by the one you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, whose true name is Yahweh Shah when it's all said and done. His kingdom being the kingdom of Israel. You see? The kingdom of Israel, as the Most High has promised to give unto his people. This is what's playing out in the earth. You see? The Most High has put the entire earth on the timeline of prophecy, and everything that we've seen come to pass over the course of human history has been a part of prophecy. It's all been a part of the Most High's will. You see that? So this is what it is. And as each day passes by, we're a day closer to the everlasting kingdom being established, man. This is what it is. The kingdom of heaven is not some place that you go and just float around forever. No, the kingdom of heaven is going to be established on the earth, as it tells us in the book of Revelation chapter 5. And we shall reign on the earth. Who is that talking about? The Israelites, when it's all said and done. This whole thing has already been laid out by Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai. So we're just going to go into it a little bit. So this is Daniel 7:1. It says what? In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my visions by night, and behold, the four winds of the heavens strove upon the great sea. And four beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another. So what he's seeing all the heathen empires that the Most High has allowed to come into power. And why do we say allowed? Because at the end of the day, this is all of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. No nation on this earth has come into power by their own means. This is all being set up and established by the Most High God Yahweh. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. This is let me see if I can find it. Daniel 4:17, it says what? This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the bases of men. And this is what we see play out. This is what we've seen play out all throughout the earth. All these things that's written in these history books, that was all according to the Most High's will. He allowed these heathen nations to come into power to fulfill his will. You see, America, Babylon the Great is no different. So we go back. It says, verse 4, the first was like a lion and had eagle's wings. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked up and lifted up from the earth, and made to stand upon his feet as a man, and a heart was given unto it. Now this first beast goes into what? This goes into the Babylonian Empire. You see? This is the first prominent heathen rulership the Most High allowed to come into the earth. You see, one of the 4 major empires he said will be established. Verse 5 says what? And behold, another beast, a second like a bear, and it raised itself up on one side, and it had 3 ribs in his mouth, and it's like in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it, and they said thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh. This goes into the Medo-Persian Empire, being raised up on one side higher than the other, because what? When the Persians came in, they had a more prominent kingdom or rulership than the Medes. You see? They show you that in 300 with Xerxes. That was the Persian Empire. They even said in the movie that army was so great, you could feel when it began to march. That's how prominent it was. You see, devouring much flesh, going all throughout the earth, winning major battles. And you can go find all this written in secular history. It's all because of what? It was prophesied to come to pass. And this is why we go into prophecy, because it lets us know that, hey, man, everything the Most High said has come to pass, and it's all been recorded in human history. Ain't none of this by coincidence. Humans are not just on the earth doing whatever they want to do. Everybody on this earth is subject to the Most High's will. Everyone on this earth is subject to the prophecies of YAHAWAH Ba'ashem YAHAWAH. No one is exempt from it. Now let's move on to the next kingdom. Verse 6 says what? And after this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given unto it. Now this goes into the Greek Empire. You see, headed by who? Alexander the Great. But eventually he passed on, went back to the spirit world. And what happened? His 4 generals came up into power after him. Those are the 4 wings. Those are the 4 heads. You see? You see his generals being who? Let's get it real quick. Got it right here in the notes to make sure we accurate. The generals are what? The 4 generals: Ptolemy, Seleucid, Cassander, and Lysimaeus. Those are the 4 prominent generals that came up after Alexander died, man. You see, and they split his kingdom between themselves. Go look into the secular history of the Greek Empire. It's there. And where do we find it written first? Here in the book of Daniel, before it even came to pass. Before it even came to pass, you see? Now it goes on to say, verse 7, and after this, okay, yep. Verse 7, after this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly. And it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the other beasts, from all the beasts that were before it. And it had 10 horns. This goes into the Roman Empire. That's who came into power after the Greeks. You see? A mighty empire. Using iron weapons. They had a unique way of fighting battles. They showed you that in what's the movie? The fucking 300 again. The Phalanx. You see? And they went through the earth conquering and destroying, man. It was diverse from all the other empires before, because what? Like the empires before, they dealt with the what? The monarchy, a king, the king having a king. But this empire was different because it had a what? It had a Caesar. It had a Senate. Had a 2-party system. That's why it was so unique from all the other beasts before it. You see? Those 10 horns being those vassal states. And this empire here has been being reincarnated in the earth, you see, through Babylon the Great, NATO, and the EU. Because what we're living in now is the revival of the Roman Empire. This is why you see so many similarities between that ancient system of Rome and this modern system of Rome. It's the same fucking place. You see? It's the same thing. You go into the laws and the legislation. The laws and the legislation is what? It's all in Latin. You go into the medical field. Remember, my aunt gave me a book years ago. Because when I was about to join the military, I was going the medical route. She gave me a book called Grey's Anatomy, and everything in that fucking book is in Latin. You see? The language of what? The ancient Romans. You see that? So that's what this is. That's what this is. This is the Roman Empire. Now it goes on to say, verse 8, it says what? I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them a little horn. You see that? That's being who? Babylon the Great, America. You see, America is the revival of the Roman Empire. You see, America in this beast system is the revival of the Roman Empire, because it goes on to say, before whom there were three of the first, before whom there were three of the first horns plucked up by the roots, being the what? The French, the Spanish, and the British. Those are the three horns. And behold, in the horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. And we seen all the things that came forth from America. We know that this country has been the greatest country to be established on the earth at the present time, because the greatest will be what? The kingdom of heaven, when YAHAWAH sets that up. You see that? Verse 9 says what? I beheld till the thrones were cast down. And that's exactly what's about to happen. The thrones are about to be cast down. Meaning what? The heathen rulership, or the heathen time to reign on the earth, is coming to an end, and it ends with Esau. It ends with the so-called white man being the last heathen nation to ever rule upon this planet Earth. That's what's coming. You see? And what comes after this? The kingdom of heaven. All this stuff that is playing out in the earth is leading to the kingdom of heaven being established. According to what? According to prophecy. According to the words that the Most High has spoken. So it says what? Daniel 7 and 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. Who is the Ancient of Days? The Ancient of Days is the Almighty God, YAHAWAH. You see, the creator of the heavens and the earth. You see, the one true living God, the one true living power. It says what? Whose garment was as white as snow. He has a white garment on, letting you know that he has a body. You see, a spiritual body, let's say it like that. And it says what? And the hair of his head like the pure wool. Who has woolly hair? So-called Negroes do. This is how we can tell you that the Most High, you see, would be a so-called black man. That's the true depiction of the Most High. So why is it when you go to Google and type in God, a so-called white man pops up? That doesn't add up to the description of what we're reading right here in Daniel 7 and 9. See, the reason that's being allowed to happen in the earth is because of what? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, as it tells you in Job 9 and 24. And they covered the faces of the judges thereof. The ultimate judge being the Almighty God, YAHAWAH. They've depicted him as being a so-called white man. And this is why you have that painting in the Sistine Chapel, painted by Michelangelo, if I'm not mistaken, depicting Adam as being a so-called white man, depicting the Most High as being the so-called white man, and that's not the truth. See, those are falsities pushed forth, you see, by this fourth empire, and the revival of that fourth empire. The Edomite nation, the Edomite empire. But going on, it says what? And the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like a fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. Going into those chariots. Verse 10. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him. And 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. that goes into the angels, man. An innumerable amount of angels are in the heavens right now worshiping the Almighty God, Yahawah. You see? It says what? The judgment was set and the books were opened. And this is what we're witnessing. We're witnessing America receiving this judgment. This is why you see this place on a steady decline. It's collapsing. You see who's in the White House, man. That shows you what state this nation is in. We're seeing wars and rumors of wars starting to ramp up in the earth. Tensions between the nations. It's because what? Judgment is being poured out. You see? And it's going to end in what? All-out war between the heathen nations. And also the spiritual realm, man. As it tells you in the book of 2nd Esdras. One realm against another. Verse 11 says what? I beheld then because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake, talking about America once again. I beheld even till the beast was slain, and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame. Because what? That's how America is going out. And it's written all throughout the Bible consistently, man. There's great destruction that we read about, the lake of fire. You see? Receiving the same judgment as Sodom and Gomorrah. This is what's coming to the revival of this fourth beast. Destruction by way of nuclear fire. Matter of fact, let's get Jeremiah. So it was given over to the great flame. Right? This is, where is it? Matter of fact, let's get in Jeremiah 49. Jeremiah 49:17, it says what? Also Edom shall be a desolation. This goes into the destruction of the revival of this fourth beast. You see the revival of the Roman Empire. It ends with what? America being engulfed by way of nuclear fire. And like I say, you can find that prophecy consistently all throughout the scriptures, man. So Jeremiah 49:17. Also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and hiss at all the plagues thereof. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor cities thereof, saith Yahawah, no man shall abide there, neither shall the Son of Man dwell in it. This is the fate of that little horn, man. You see, which is America. Destruction by way of fire, just like Sodom and Gomorrah before it. And once that fire finishes burning, and destroying everything in this land, no one will inhabit this land ever again. No one will ever live in this land ever again. It's going to be a desolate wilderness, a barren wasteland. It's going to be a curse. You see? That's the prophecy. That's what it means when it says given over to the burning flame. Matter of fact, and we can also get it in Revelation. Let's get it in Revelation 17 to show you that this is consistently written all throughout the scriptures. Matter of fact, let's start at verse 15. Revelation 17:15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. This is talking about the great melting pot known as what? America. America is the most diverse country on this planet Earth. You see why? Is that? It's because it's the glory of kingdoms, and people were forsaking their homelands to flock over here to do what? To live the American dream. And I've seen it firsthand. I was in the military. I've been at those ceremonies where you got these soldiers who leave their homelands to come join the American military to earn their citizenship, man. To do what? To live that American dream. I remember seeing it. It just and it's every cycle at the end of basic training where you have that portion where you got these international soldiers coming over here to basically renounce their citizenship in their home country to gain citizenship here in the land of America. Because America is a great melting pot. New York City is another example. Shit, it's to the point now where you have diversity in all these different states, man. You see? So that whore is talking about America. Because it's the most diverse place on the planet Earth. It says what? Verse 16. And then 10 horns which thou sawest upon, and the 10 horns which thou sawest, which represent the EU, the vassal states, you see? And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. And we're starting to see that ramp up because of all the unilateral moves that America is making and not even considering its allies. You see? Making their living situation harder because America is only out for itself. Some is going to take place where these 10 horns, the EU, they're going to hate the whore, which is America. And what are they going to do? It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. It's the same thing that's written in the book of Daniel. It's the same thing that's written in the book of Isaiah. The same thing that's written in the book of Habakkuk. The same thing that's written in the book of Jeremiah. It's consistent all throughout the scriptures. This great fire that's coming is ordained to befall the land of America. And how are they going to burn her flesh with fire? By way of nuclear missiles, man. And it's gonna be spearheaded by who? Russia. And all the nations that have thermonuclear capability, they're going to fire their nuclear missiles here to the land of America to fulfill, as it tells us, verse 17, for the Most High have put into their hearts to fulfill his will. You see that? His will is to take this place out by way of fire, and that's what's coming. It says, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. Come on, man. Let's just be logical, man. This is not talking about the state of Israel. The state of Israel is not the hammer of the earth. The state of Israel is not calling the shots and just going all throughout the earth, bullying everyone, man. This is talking about the land of America. This nation that has the most military bases spread out all throughout the world. You see? Ruling over the kings of the earth. We don't see the shekel being the world reserve currency. But we do see the US petrodollar as the world reserve currency, do we not? Why? It's because America is that great city that reigneth over the kings of the earth. That great city that's going to be engulfed in nuclear fire according to the Most High's will. You see? Given over to that burning flame, as we read right here in the book of Daniel. Verse 12 says what? As concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season and time, because these heathen nations are going to be rounded up to be put into slavery up under the Israelites. That's why they're going to be preserved, because they have to build up our planet Earth to bring it back into a state of being paradise, man. To heal all the damage that they've done in this planet. They have to build up our land. The land that the Most High promised unto our forefather Abraham. That goes from the Nile River to the Euphrates River. All that land in between those bodies of water, the heathen nations are going to build that land up. You see? That's why they're going to be prolonged for a time in the season. Verse 13 says what? Matter of fact, to show you that's Isaiah 60 real quick. Isaiah 60. Yep. Isaiah 60 and 10. This is a vision of the kingdom of heaven. You see this rest that the Most High has promised unto his people. That expected end that the Most High has for the children of Israel. Isaiah 60 and 10 says what? And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. That's what it is. You heathen nations are going to be put into slavery up under us. You see? That's what's coming. Isaiah 60 and 10. And their king shall minister unto thee, for in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. You see that? And that's what the Most High is doing now. That's what the prophecy is all about. We're going through all this, and when it's all said and done, the Most High is going to have mercy upon his people as he's promised. So go back. Now listen to this. The Son of Man is presented. Who is the Son of Man? The Lord YAHAWAH, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Daniel 7:13 says what? I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. You see? And this also shows you that the Most High Yahweh and his Son YAHAWAH, they're two different entities. They're not the same being. They're separate beings, but they're on the same accord. You see, because YAHAWAH's will is to do what? It's to do and fulfill the will of the Almighty God Yahweh. That's what makes them one. You see that? Now, what happened when YAHAWAH was presented before the Most High? Verse 14 tells us, and there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. You see that? His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. This is the kingdom that's going to be established directly after Esau is taken down. How do we know this? Because it lets us know in 2nd Esdras, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 7. It says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows? So Ezra is asking, when is the heathen rulership going to end? And when is the kingdom of heaven going to be established? You see, because that's what we're coming to. We're coming to the end of the age of the heathen. You see, that age that began with the what? The Babylonian Empire being established. It's all going to end with the empire of Edom falling by way of great destruction, man. It says what? Verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Why did that happen? Verse 9 says what? For Esau is the end of the world or age, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You see, so directly after this empire crumbles and falls, the kingdom of heaven is going to be established. You see? Because the Israelites are next up to rule, and we're going to rule forever according to what's written. Now, and it also tells us, let's get it. Let's get Luke 1, and we'll start at verse 30. This is the angel Gabriel talking unto our Lord's mother, Mary, telling her what her son is going to do. And it's all based upon what? Prophecy, man. That's what it's all about. Prophecy. Prophecy being what? The will of the Most High being fulfilled. The things that the Most High has ordained to come to pass coming to pass. That's what it's all about. You see, if you're not speaking according to prophecy, it's because you have no light in you, man. If you're still in the spirit of God blessing America and America being healed and going back to its glory days, man, you're out of your fucking mind. No. Those days are long gone. They will never return. It's that time on the that time, you see that those glory days, they was there on the timeline of prophecy, but it's past now. And we're not going back. We're going forward. You see? Luke 1:30 says what? And the angel said unto her, fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with the Most High. And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb, and bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name YAHAWAH. You see? Verse 31 says what? He shall be great, and shall be called the Son of the Highest. And the Lord power shall give unto him the throne of his father David. And this is what YAHAWAH is coming to establish. And this goes back to prophecy that the Most High spoke through the prophet Nathan unto our forefather David. showing you that the Old Testament and the New Testament go hand in hand. They don't contradict each other. It's all congruent. You see? YAHAWAH is coming to establish the throne of David. And what does that consist of? All 12 tribes being reunited, beginning with the remnant. You see? Being in the same spirit, worshiping the one true living power, YAHAWAH. And you heathen nations are going to be in subject unto us. That's what the throne of David consists of, man. This is who the one you ignorantly call Jesus Christ is coming to establish. The throne of David, where his people are going to rule and reign forevermore in righteousness. We're not going to be in the kingdom of heaven on equal terms with you heathen nations. Because the kingdom of heaven is for who? It's for the Israelites to reign supreme. It says what? Verse 33. And he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever, and of his kingdom there shall be no end. That's the same thing we just read right here in Daniel 7, showing you that everything that's written in the Old Testament still holds up in the New Testament. They were not teaching anything different. They were just reiterating what was already written. That's what the Messiah and his apostles were teaching. The things that were written aforetime. Now it goes on to say, verse 15. I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit in the midst of my body, and the visions of my head troubled me. I came near unto one of them that stood by and asked him the truth of all this. So he told me and made me know the interpretation of the things. The great beasts, which are four kings which shall arise out of the earth. Those four major heathen empires that the Most High had ordained to come into power. Right? But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Who are the saints of the Most High? Those who have made a covenant with him by sacrifice, according to what? Psalms 50 and 5. Now, which nation made a sacrifice with a covenant with the Most High by sacrifice? Only the Israelites did. No other nation was out there in the wilderness with us making a covenant with the Most High. That was us, man, the 12 tribes. That's who's coming into power next after the revival of this fourth beast falls. We're going to take the kingdom. And it's going to be a violent overtaking. You see? And that's all according to what the Most High has spoken. This is all we're telling you. This is what YAHAWAH is doing in the earth. You see that? I might as well get the rest of that. Verse 19 says what? Then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured, break in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet. And the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell. Even that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. He's asking about the Roman Empire. You see? And that little horn that was birthed from that being America. Being more stout than his fellows, man. What? Being proud, arrogant, boastful. You see? That's what it is. But it says what? I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. So war is going to be made with us here in the revival of this fourth beast, man. And this is why we see that propaganda machine being on fucking max speed. Because they're about to come down upon those who have feared the Lord. It tells you that in 2 Ezra chapter 16. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. They're going to come after the Israelites. They're going to make war with us. But what we have to understand, it says what? until the verse 22, until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. So even though they're going to make war with us, Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawah Shah is going to stand up on our behalf to defend us, man. You see? Let me say, like, he's going to defend his remnant, the true believers. You see? And when it's all said and done, we are going to possess this planet Earth. You see? Once and for all, forever, man. This is what the Lord Yahawah Shah is coming to establish. You see? He's not coming to gather all nations unto himself. He's coming to gather the remnant of the nation of Israel. You see? And we're going to get the kingdom of heaven established in the earth once we come down, as it tells us in the book of Revelation 21. That New Jerusalem descending out of heaven as a bride adorned for her husband. That's the remnant of the nation of Israel coming down with the Lord Yahawah Shah. You see? It says what? Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, the Roman Empire, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms because of what? That two-party system that they set up, which is still going to this day. You see? You had the plebeians and patricians in the ancient Roman Empire. Now you have the Republicans and the Democrats, with the fucking president being the fucking Caesar. You see? That's why it was diverse from all the kingdoms before it. It says what? And shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. And that happened what? With the revival of the Roman Empire. Because now they're all throughout the earth, terrorizing and destroying all the heathen, man. It says what? Verse 24. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall arise after them, and shall be diverse from the first, and he shall do 3 kings. That goes into what? The vassal states. You see, you got Babylon the Great that came forth from the British Empire. You see? And when they came to this land, they had to what? Fight to take over the territory. Which had them what? Eventually defeating the French, the British, and the Spanish. Verse 25, it says what? And shall speak great words against the Most High. Are we not seeing that? These motherfuckers on the earth talking about AI is the new God. Jesus is dead. God is dead. God is trans. Jesus is trans. You see? What else are they saying? Oh, they're revising the Bible to make it vegan friendly. They're just doing all manner of things against the Most High, man. You see? Everything here in the system is opposed to what Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawah Shah truly stands for. And that's propagated by this wicked nation known as the Edomites, man. It says what? And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. And that's what, here we are in Babylon the Great, wore out. Working these bullshit ass jobs, having to walk in the midst of these people and in their wickedness, being vexed in the spirit every damn day. We're wore out, man. This constant cycle of the same bullshit every day is wearing us out. You got 2/3 of our people that don't know fucking, they're left from their right, they don't know up from down, just confused in the earth, man. Completely destroyed. This is what these people have done unto us. It's all according to prophecy, and it says what? And think to change times. We're going by their calendar. Don't know what fucking year it is. You see, they tell you it's 2023, but is it really? This man had added days to the calendar, took away days from the calendar. Nigga that added a leap year. we don't know what year it is, man. It says what? And think to change times and laws. We see the Most High's way has been thrown completely out of the window, and they're governing according to laws they've created. Wicked, unrighteous laws, man. Unrighteous decrees. It says what? And they shall be and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and dividing the time. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall have it, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end. So the judgment is already set. And it won't be changed. He's going to have his dominion taken away. That's what's written. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of their follow. He's being taken out of power as we speak. And his precious America, Babylon the Great, the glory of kingdoms, is going to suffer the same fate as Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Let's get that real quick in Isaiah 13. And Babylon, Isaiah 13:9. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Fire and brimstone is going to rain down upon this place in the form of 200 million thermonuclear warheads, man. That's the judgment that's set to befall this wicked-ass nation known as America. It shall never be inhabited again, neither shall it be, verse 20, it shall never be inhabited again, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Why? It's because Yahawah Bahasham Yahawah has spoken, man. This place will not go past the expiration date that has been set. It's over. Just like all the heathen empire before it, it had an expiration date and the time they were going to be taken out of power. America is no different. You see? The revival of the Roman Empire is no different. This shit is going to fall, and it's going to fall forever, man. And it's going to be the greatest destruction the world has ever seen. You see? So back in Daniel 7, now listen to this, because this is just what it is. And you can mock us, you can talk shit, or you niggas can never be. Hey, fuck you. At the end of the day, we dealing with what the Most High said, man. And the Most High's word trumps everything. You see? And we've seen every other thing the Most High has spoken come to pass, because what? The Most High's word don't go out vain. So if he spoke these words through the mouth of Daniel, he showed Daniel these visions. He showed all the prophets these same visions. It's going to happen. You see? Numbers 23:19, one of my favorite scriptures, tells you the Most High is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent. If he said it, he's going to do it. If he's spoken it, best believe it's going to come to pass, man. So Daniel 7:27, it says what? And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given unto the people of the saints of the Most High, which are who? The Israelites, man, beginning with the remnant, led by the Lord YAHAWAH. It says what? Whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. Because what? YAHAWAH is at the right hand of the Most High right now, waiting for his enemies to become his footstool, man. He's going to put all you nations up under his people where you rightfully belong, man. This is what it is. The prophecy is certain and the interpretation thereof is sure, man. It will not fail. Verse 28 says what? Hitherto is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my cogitations much troubled me, and my countenance changed in me, but I kept the matter in my heart. He was like, oh, shit. You see? Because it was a heavy vision. You got to understand, Daniel showed the entire course of human history, and it all ended up to be what? The Israelites reigning and ruler forevermore. This is what it is, man. This is prophecy. This is what everything is moving toward. Nothing other than this is coming to pass. No matter what anyone says, man, because at the end of the day, the word of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawah is faithful and true. So with that, I'm going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawah Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawah. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect I came out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity. doing the work is YAHAWAH Ba'ashim Yahawashi has created us to do. And with that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Abba.